And welcome to episode 109 of Two Ways Reading Comics. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sandman Volume 1, just ahead of its Netflix release. Today we're also going to be talking about everything that got announced at Comic-Con, how excited or not excited or anywhere in between we are. But first I need y'all to go hit like, share, subscribe on whatever you're listening on or watching on YouTube. 5-star rate us on Instagram, leave us a review. It all helps us out. But we're going to get in the show now. And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. I just probably blew your eardrums out, but whatever. You don't need those anyways. Today we're going to be looking at Sandman Volume 1.
Woohoo!
Coming out on Netflix this week sometime.
August 5th, Friday.
August 5th.
Coming Friday.
Damn, that's the same time as She-Hulk, isn't it?
No, She-Hulk's not till August 16th.
Okay, what's on? Oh, Bullet Train.
Oh, Bullet Train?
Yeah, that new Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that trailer so often. I'm probably gonna go see it. I
Sandra
still need to
Bullock's in it
see.
too, isn't she?
Huh?
Sandra Bullock's his voice, right?
Mm.
Or
We were
his-
just
or his
that
director.
the
leader.
girl who plays Domino. She's in
Yeah.
it. We were just watching.
Yeah.
We were just watching Deadpool 2 before the show.
On Disney Plus.
Yeah. Disney, you dirty bastards. No, I'm just kidding. Her name is Zazie Beats.
Her name?
That's what her
Zazie
IMDb page says. I don't know. I doubt that's her actual real name, but
Pretty cool.
tell you what, Zazie Beats, she could get it.
That's pretty cool.
Not gonna lie. But yeah, no. Yeah,
While he's
we
rambling.
talked about Bullet Train. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that soon. I still haven't seen Nope. I still need to see that.
I still haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder. Or Buzz Lightyear.
Apparently, no one went to go see Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, apparently it was a bigger flop than everybody. Like, people that went and see it said, yeah, it's cool, but
I don't know.
it's like, but it's kind of, if it's on, I'll watch it. Not gonna go seek it out to watch it. Is what I heard.
I thought about going to see it. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But someone did point out, it's like, why did we need a new Buzz Lightyear origin story when that it was either 2000 or 90s cartoon Buzz Lightyear show?
Early 2000, yeah. When it was
That
actually,
show was
when it
actually good.
Actually, Buzz
Buzz and Star
character,
Command,
yes.
and stuff. And it's just like,
Where
I had
this
that,
is
why?
supposed to be the story of how Buzz even became Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Mm.
we say all that.
To get to this,
You want to go ahead and credit some people? I know
As
Neil
always.
Gaiman wrote it.
yeah, writer is Neil Gaiman, artist Sam Keith, Mike Dringenberg, and Malcolm Jones III.
Mm-hmm.
Colorist Daniel Vozo and letterer Todd Klein. So, now, this was originally came out in 1988.
Oh, it's an 80s comic.
Yeah,
You can tell by the text box.
yeah. Yet it didn't feel like the Teen Titans that we read, or like some of the other 80s comics we've read. This seemed like all the context seemed to flow better. You know how in the Teen Titans and all, you've just got like these 8-liners that just sit there and you just read and read and read. There was still a lot. There was still a lot of reading, but
They definitely didn't recap as much as Teen Titans did. Teen
Yeah.
Titans recapped itself every other page.
and then Spider-Man when he Kraven's Last Hunt, that was a lot of recapping.
But yeah, no, I guess technically, I mean, yeah, it definitely feels different that way. I just, like, I want to find the definite shift of where it all went from, we're going to explain a lot to you, but to where now it's like, show don't tell really came into effect. Because, like, if you read modern day comics, there's, like, nowhere near as much text box and stuff. You don't have info dump pages as nearly much as I feel like. I don't know.
Right.
Because even when we read Spawn, every time they did it in a clever way where it was like newscasters were talking.
Yeah, which was okay.
Yeah, and they basically info dumped on that, and it was like basically a whole page worth of an actual book. But yeah, they don't have that here. But there is some rambling, and
Well, we do say all that too. I mean, it was 200 and 20-something pages.
Yeah.
200. I mean,
Doing
and 200, and I mean packed.
Yeah.
8 issues.
8 issues in a volume 1 is wild. That's. Whew.
But you're sitting there and talking about kind of an info dump. There was a lot of this that could have just been 2 issues shit and moved on into the next story arc and moved along.
Yeah,
because it seemed like we really focused on that whole he's trapped for a long time.
Yeah, you could have done that quicker.
Before you even realize who he is, it's just at least for like
it's the
50
story
pages.
Of the people
It's
the story of the people who caught him,
and the weird way they talked about how the world was affected.
Yeah,
that they would never say it was affected.
Yeah,
and then then all of a sudden at the end, once you realize, oh, it's Sandman they trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're like, oh yeah,
they did a little. They did a little story build or world building, but other than that, it was just like that could have been a montage sequence. I don't know.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, I really liked it. Sandman is always
the whole time I'm sitting there reading it, I'm like, why am I intrigued? Like I was drawn in the entirety of reading this.
Sandman is always one of the, like, if you talk to any old comic book head, they're always like, fucking the Watchmen and Sandman. Literally, almost every single person's like, yeah, you have to read those 2.
Wow.
So I knew we'd get to it eventually. Again, when we started the show, we already knew there was going to be a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Took longer than I expected.
It really did.
Yeah. But one thing I'm very glad is Neil Gaiman is actually heavily involved in that show. So hopefully it should stay faithful.
Yeah.
Now, and the trailer just came out for it at Comic-Con. It was pretty cool.
I did not watch the trailer for it because I wanted to kind of come into the story to the comic pretty blind to
before
what it
we
is.
did this. I had read about half of it, and then like we said, it's pretty long, and I guess life just happened. I never finished it, but yeah, I read up to. I got towards the end of the diner scene, which.
Dude,
when I was reading that,
that's when when it like twisted. And it's like, okay, now we're in the story. Now we're gonna progress into problems and solutions
and Dr. Destiny or whatever his name is, real fucked up.
Oh god.
Yeah. But yeah. Like I said, I had read
naked the entire time. They just never showed his junk.
Yeah, I guess
he was naked the entire time with just a trench coat on, right?
Crazy, yeah.
Oh,
but I guess he could make people notice that he wasn't there. I don't know. It was weird. No, they don't explain that. But now I just don't know where the story goes, though. Like, I don't.
Yeah, we got done. Big twist at the end. We meet Death, his sister.
Yeah, his sister,
which is cool. I really like Death being.
How about
kind of being a female? Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know why, but it just nurturer, but also just takes it from people.
And not actually, like, being a villain.
Exactly.
Like, she's just there as, like...
that is her job.
Everyone's always like, really, right now? And he's just like, yeah, sorry. Kind of, like...
It's time for you to go.
When the baby said...
Oh, that one hurt.
When the baby was like, this is all I get, and said, unfortunately...
No connection to the child at all, and she just reaches in and grabs him, and I'm like...
And it instantly knows who it is, and it's just like... Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, Death's a cool character. The scene where he has to go through hell to get his helmet back.
That was cool.
That was probably my favorite issue out of all this.
Now, is going through hell and it being like titties and kind of really nasty and grungy. Yeah. Will Netflix go that far? Or will they take it? It
wouldn't be the first time they've done nudity before.
They have, but I mean, not just the nudity aspect.
It's going to be
going into like the darkness of hell. Like, it's not just a place to go. It's like trashy,
obviously,
nasty,
like hell didn't look like how the Bible describes it, and how most people depict it. I mean,
hell can look like whatever you want it to. I mean,
Neil Gaiman's there, so I trust he'll do with what. I think the only thing will be like, what is the budget for it, and then like the imagination, like practicality. How hard is that to build?
Exactly.
I don't know. I've seen people do wild shit before, so.
Well, now you've got the
Mandalorian. Legitimately like artificial swamp that they had to keep in a. So who knows?
And now you've got the Mandalorian with their like 200 degree like
Oh yeah,
like
the
screen, like
I
their
don't know if
Imagineering
Netflix has
screen.
one of those. Yeah,
But I would
what they call
imagine
that
that
thing,
they are that
the vacuum or whatever.
something like that. I would imagine Disney and all is starting to
I don't know. I watched
sell
one of
it.
those. I watched one of those uh, behind the scenes things they do on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And they said it's awesome, but it doesn't like apparently it doesn't do like lighting right. Like if you're it doesn't do outside very well.
Okay.
So they kind of had to go. I'm like, well, didn't you mostly do it for outside
Yeah,
shots?
but it isn't the whole thing.
Apparently, it doesn't do shades properly. So I'm like,
So then they built it, then they have to still go back and re-edit it and
yeah,
fix
I don't
it.
know. So I'm
Because
like,
the whole reason of it was to be
yeah,
that way you're in a desert and you didn't have to take the entire crew to a desert.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. That or it was either it doesn't do the lighting right or the sound doesn't. I think it might be the sound. Like the sound just doesn't sound right. So
Okay.
because when they did Boba Fett, I think it was behind the scenes of Boba Fett or possibly Mandalorian season 2. They were like, yeah, we didn't end up using the whatever they call it that much in this.
Wow.
But yeah, so that would be interesting if they did it that way. I just hope they have that scene where he's standing on top of a mountain and it's like all the demons, and shit.
That
and
was
they're like, who said we were gonna let you leave even though you do have? And he's like, because what power does hell have if you can't dream of heaven? And it's just like, oh fuck.
they're like, God dang it.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, we all dream. That's me, motherfuckers.
yeah.
Like you kill me,
He's like, if
you
they,
lose your dreams.
if they can't like still think about how they'd rather be in heaven,
Yeah.
then
that would without that
Then they
don't
really
get pissed
wouldn't
off,
care
then they
when-
can't. Yeah.
they wouldn't care that they're here or not.
Right.
So, also, how about Etrigan the Demon being a dickhead and taking a dream by his apparently ex-lover's cell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not ready to forgive you." He was like, "Thanks for making me relive this." He's like, he was legitimately, he's like, demons don't do anything by accident. And then he's like, Etrigan, why are we going the long way? And then he passes his lover's cell, and it's just like, you son of a bitch.
been there for 5,000 years.
Yeah, and he's like, please forgive me. He's like, I'm not ready yet.
No. Like I'm sorry that you're here, but you get to stay here.
Yeah.
The suicide forest that was
Oh, yeah.
growing.
He said he was like, this has been growing recently and all that stuff. But it's a crazy world, and from what I understand, once you get past this first major story arc of him getting all of his stuff back, it's really kind of I don't know if there's again, I have to go based off of what I've just heard about it, because I haven't actually read the whole thing. I think it's only 75 issues.
Wow.
But
well, there was 8 in just one volume.
yeah, but I think it just goes to like a story per issue now. From what I remember, it's like, and it's all like just different stories. Like I know there's one where he does dream it's supposed to be Shakespeare writing A Midsummer's Night, like the first time they perform Midsummer's Night's Dream or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's about like Shakespeare's son feeling like his dad never notices him and shit.
Okay.
And then they play around in that. But I think it just goes to like a story and issue now.
Wow.
And just different stuff.
Because, okay, we spent 8 issues of him finding his helm, which was the easiest one to find, wasn't it?
The Bag of Sand with John Constantine.
Yep, the bag of sand. Then who had the helmet?
The demon and
That's
hell.
the okay.
He
Yeah,
had
so
to
the
battle
bag
the
of
demon.
sand. The bag of sand was the easiest one.
Yeah.
Then the sand, and then his ruby was the hardest to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you do with
I guess you
the
just go
god
start
of dreams?
rebuilding.
I mean,
I know eventually because they said there's 7. I don't know if they call them Eternals or Never Endings or something like that, but like the 7 entities who never die, like Death, Dream, and then there was like
the demons. I mean,
well, no, it was
Lucifer.
like it's stuff like that, like people who control dreams, people who control death, and then there's like 5 more. I forgot who they are. I imagine we'll go see all of them. I mean, if you can go to hell, I would imagine you go to heaven.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying all that to say this. I don't think there's gonna be like an overarching like story that crosses over multiple issues.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Well, right. I mean, this is all speculation.
Yeah.
But again, even though it was a little bit drawn out in places, like the entire time I was reading, I'm like,
It's definitely
all right,
cool.
I want to keep reading.
Yeah.
Like I'm here.
Oh,
I'm ready to do this.
This is all the supernatural stuff
Yeah.
Like as much as I love superheroes fighting other superheroes and villains and stuff like that, this stuff intrigues me just as much. But yeah, very excited for the Netflix show.
Yeah, I will be watching it.
Yeah, I wonder. I hope they don't do that stupid half in like 3 months. Shit.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That's so stupid.
What's up with that?
Because
Style of dumping.
They were the ones that popularized binging.
Yeah,
then Disney came back with
dump.
week to week.
Right.
And I think they realized, week to week always was better. Binging is awesome when you have like a whole day not to do anything.
Exactly. But then like 3 days later you forget about it because you didn't talk about each episode with people or watch or look at shit.
And so I think they're trying to have the best of both worlds, and it's just not good.
But, okay, you dump 4 episodes this weekend, then it's just, all right, everybody's going to watch 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Then for 3 months, no one's going to do shit about it, and they're going to watch the next 4.
Yeah, I'm just like, to be honest, the only person that does this is sometimes Barstool does this thing. They occasionally will film their own like reality TV shows with the people that work at Barstool. And for the longest time, they legit, like, if they had however many episodes they have, they'd start on a Monday and go all the way until it stopped. So you had one new episode each night.
Wednesday. Oh.
So you'd have like they had Barstool versus America. I think it was 5 episodes, and it was like started on Monday, episode 2 Tuesday, so
3,
on,
4,
and ended
5,
on Friday. And talk about something that can just get you through the week. That shit is awesome. As much as I like having a show that goes once a week, if you can get me through once a week with your show, I'm down.
Cool. Yeah, you're gonna have me hooked pretty good.
Now they didn't do this for like their most recent show. That is also pretty entertaining. I think they're going Tuesdays, Thursdays on this one, but I wish this would be perfect for Netflix because they love having people binge watch. At the same time, you could have literally an entire week to your show.
Yeah.
Because
everybody's going to get on it at the same
because
time.
like now that everybody's going back to one episode a week, it's like, well, I know the Disney Plus show comes out on this day. Yeah. Whatever Amazon show comes out on this day. Right. Then it's like, if you do, I don't know how many episodes are in the Sandman. Let's say I think Netflix usually does 10 to 13. Yeah. You could have literally this 2-week block.
That's
all for
because everybody's just going to be sitting there talking about you every day.
Yeah, and then the people that want to binge it, cool. You just have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
wow, I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah,
we did notice that Constantine will be a female.
Yeah,
Joanna
Constantine. Which, like, I was just kind of like, I mean, we're big fans of Constantine here.
Oh yeah.
I don't normally get like, not that I'm upset about this. I usually don't get super upset when it's gender swaps and stuff. But it's just like,
same time, I was kind of.
I really want like.
We wanted to see what their interpretation was going to be.
If this actor does, or if this person does a good Constantine, hopefully we can get a spinoff.
We want to get a movie or a Constantine show.
Although probably not because
DC.
I think DC sold the rights to this show before they got serious about HBO Max and all that. So I doubt that would happen. But yeah.
And do we really trust DC with putting out a Constantine movie?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if it's the animated people, sure.
Oh, animator.
They just need to
let them run.
They need to let the animated people write all the movies and stuff.
Yeah, because the movies are. I still haven't seen Batman yet.
The Batman?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Race in the morning and then nothing.
There you go.
That's what I want to watch.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued. I'm gonna really. I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Also, just to get back to the comment, the art style, like I know it's a heavily 80s art style, but it fits the wild and crazy world of Sandman perfectly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like even if Sandman was coming out right now, I would say maybe the people who are doing Department of Truth.
Yeah,
but like also, I'd be happy with just this art again. So
yeah, this art. If this is rewritten today, the art style of today, I don't think would
translate very well.
No, I think it would actually kind of hurt it just because it'd be too clean and too.
Although we also just wouldn't have the reference knowledge of what it is supposed to look like. So
That too.
But no, I think the art looks great and matches perfectly. Is there any other things?
No, again, it's just the fact that
it's a good volume 1. I can tell you that much.
It definitely is a good volume,
especially
1.
once you get past the first 50 pages.
And my only complaint again is just it's kind of slow to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But once it got there, it was trucking. It didn't fucking stop.
No.
So, but that's it. That's all I've got for Sandman.
Right. So, it rarely matches up when we record to major events happening in the news. However, it turned out perfectly this time. Guess we should just be happy that my sister did my nephew's birthday party a week before. It actually is.
Yes.
Because like my nephew's birthday is tomorrow actually, but she did her birthday party or his birthday party a week ago. But let's say this. We're not too far off from Comic-Con, so we can actually talk about it.
22.
So what we're going to do is talk about a bunch of stuff that got announced at Comic-Con, and we'll just give like a 1 through 10 of our excitement level, how much we're looking forward to it and all that. But let me grab less. All right, so I'm going to read them all. And just give 1 through 10 how much you're excited about it. Dungeons and Dragons trailer with Chris Pine.
Oddly intrigued, but not intrigued enough that I'm excited for it.
So
6.
I'd go 6 or 7. I'm mostly just shocked that Dungeons and Dragons got Chris Pine. Now I heard it was actually like the trailer apparently was actually really good.
I have not seen the trailer. I just saw that it was announced. But I mean,
they said it's funny
that
like. Yeah, I guess you have to be a real D&D nerd to get this.
Oh, yeah.
I've never played. I don't think David's ever played.
I've never played.
But the class that they have Chris Pine playing, your clearly leading actor is a bard. Not a warrior, not a wizard, not a sorcerer, a bard.
So the fuck up.
He's
the fuck up.
The goofy, and he's going to whip out one of those weird guitars and shit and all that.
Nice.
Okay, so 6 or 7 for both of us. I literally didn't hear about this until I started looking up stuff for this. The Disney Plus National Treasure TV show.
I saw something about this, and Nicolas Cage is what makes National Treasure.
That's what.
So this to me is.
I'm going
a 4.
I'm going 5 just because it could be interesting, but also like.
What's it gonna? Did they say what it's gonna be on? Oh, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting there bored one night and I might turn it on.
I just don't like.
But
the biggest question is, does National Treasure work without Nicolas Cage?
Well, that too. But I mean, it's going to be a treasure hunt. But at the same time, is each episode going to be dedicated to having to go find something?
Yeah.
Or are they going to stretch one adventure out over 6 episodes or something?
Okay, so 5 for me, 4 for you. The next one, apparently, Disney just had big ol', and Marvel just had like their animation studio. I guess they're starting a Marvel animation studio also. And so they announced a bunch of stuff.
I am intrigued for that.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur TV Disney Plus show animated.
Okay.
There is a I've seen the comic. I've seen the cover of the comic. Never actually read any of them.
She's supposed to be like top 5 most smartest humans in the universe too.
She is?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go 5 just because like
5.
I recognize the character name.
Yeah.
I've never read the comics. It would be interesting.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Next one, I Am Groot animated shorts. So I assume this is gonna be like.
I'm a 3 for that one.
Really?
Yeah. It's Groot. All he's gonna do is just wander around, and go, I am Groot, and smack shit.
Yeah, but it's not like a TV show. It's gonna be animated.
No, it is shorts.
So it's gonna be like.
It's probably gonna be a lot.
What If and Visions shorts, stuff like that. I would imagine.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be like 5-minute things. You flip it on and.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting much, but
Nah.
also like I could go 6. What If season 2 and 3 have been confirmed.
Shit.
I think What If season 2 might be end of next year,
Wow.
possibly this year. I don't
Still
know.
haven't finished What If season 1.
Dude, how?
I know. I keep forgetting about it, honestly.
It's good.
I'll give that a 7.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
the What If I did see it, I
Yeah.
love the...
And eventually,
We've
what-
talked about on here before, we love
I
the
told you.
alternate...
you feel like for the first like 5, you feel like they don't cross over, and
And
at the
then all of a
end they
sudden-
do.
right,
I
then
don't
all
think
of a
you ever
sudden-
got to that.
No, I
'cause
still
then you
haven't.
keep
I think
watching.
the last one I saw was where Hank Pym kills
Hank
everybody.
Pym, yeah.
Pym kills everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7 for that also. Spider-Man freshman year animated TV Disney Plus show
With it being animated... I
with
would-
Charlie Cox as animated Daredevil.
What I imagine this is going to feel a lot like is the Spider-Verse movies. That...
We can only hope.
We can only hope. I'll go with a 7. Because, again, it's like, it's an animated, so we don't really know where it's gonna take off to.
Yeah, this is also I think 2024. I'm gonna give it an 8.
It's gonna be that much longer before it comes out?
Animation apparently takes forever.
Wow.
Me and you didn't grow up in the 80s, so I almost just didn't put this on here, but there's going to be a new Gremlins movie. I'm going to go 1.
1.
Yeah.
I've never liked the Gremlins. The hot
Yeah.
take, I didn't like the Gremlins.
You watched it?
I've watched it.
I've never watched it.
It's...
Marvel Zombies, Disney Plus animated show, rated R.
Ooh.
They said mostly for gore and violence, so.
But, so they're taking it from What If and just giving it its own...
Yeah, it's going to be its own animated show.
How? Are we going to have the zombies just talking and, like, interacting, or are we going to have, like, live people fighting the zombies?
Well, obviously. Have you not watched any zombie shows before?
I have, but...
Have you not gotten to that episode of
Yeah, I
What
still
If?
haven't gotten to that.
Okay, well, shit.
I'll give it a 6.
I'm gonna go 8 there. Tales of the Walking Dead, AMC.
Is this the
Spin-off.
spinoff with...
No,
This isn't with the main guy and the woman that's
no,
with the
that's
katana?
that's next.
Oh.
This is just different stories of people. I don't know if it's gonna be a whole new crew.
I
might
wonder
just
if
be
it's going to be like the perspectives of just like
other people.
like this, like one perspective is this random person, like they just drive nonstop.
Yeah, maybe,
And
I
then
don't
somebody else that lives in a cave,
know.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
Just Tales of the Walking
just-
Dead.
because I've lost interest in Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, I haven't
3.
watched Walking Dead in forever.
A 3 to me. What's your score?
I mean, is it gonna be fucking 3, 2? I don't know. I think AMC's just milking it for all it's worth.
It needs to die.
And
It needs to fucking die.
Well, the main one, I think last
It's
season's
finally
coming up.
dying.
Yeah. But they also, I don't know if they ever settled that lawsuit with Robert Kirkman. So
What lawsuit?
apparently, Robert Kirkman didn't get all the money he was supposed to get from that. Yeah.
Holy cow.
And like we said, Walking Dead spinoff with Rick Grimes and Michonne.
4.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
4.
I mean,
I'm glad the main people are coming back, but
but at the same
I'm
time,
still not gonna go watch it.
what are we going to do with them that they haven't already done for the last
Yeah.
14 years?
Okay, this one I think you might be excited for. Avatar Studios, not the shitty blue people.
Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last
Yeah,
Airbender
I
has a
They're creating their own studio.
Yeah, has announced a movie focused on Aang.
They're
Airbender.
like
I would imagine
early, it's going to be their early adulthood. So
Yeah.
like their 20s.
I would imagine it's in between
It's gonna be-
Avatar
yeah,
and Legend of
yeah.
Korra.
And before they have kids, I would imagine.
I would hope so.
Or as they're having
Yeah,
kids. They're going to have to rebuild the world.
yeah,
I'm a 9 on this one.
yeah. I was saying
Because there's going to be a
9.
whole studio developed for this.
Yeah. Another one.
Sorry.
Milo's getting to you, bro. Next one. Netflix has announced 2 seasons.
Oh,
of,
did you give a score for that one?
9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Netflix has announced 2 seasons of an anime based off the Berserker comic that Keanu Reeves wrote, and
They're
that has been read.
already?
Yeah,
It's already getting...
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how they're splitting it into 2 seasons. I'm
7?
probably going 8 on that
7?
one
I'll go
because
7. There's only 9 issues out right now.
Is there?
The 9th one just came out, I
Oh.
think. No, because we did a whole volume, which was 6.
It was 4.
Maybe it is just 9's out.
Yeah,
I've got it in the house. I just got it yesterday.
But I'm probably gonna go 9 for that because have you ever watched Love, Death and Robots?
No.
That's you need to watch that on Netflix. It's like they legit went to animation studios and was like, basically do a short story and show off. Like, do the absolute best animation you've ever done.
Shit.
And shit's wild. So Netflix knows how to do animation right, and if you've ever looked at Berserker, you know that shit's gonna be gory as fuck.
Yeah.
DC showed the first trailer for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I'll also throw in Black Adam here.
I am just because of the DCEU.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with I'd say probably a 6 and 6. Just because like I want to watch them, but at the same time I'm not going in with high expectations.
The Shazam. I'm starting to have to say that about Marvel now, though.
We got it's a hot take for later too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Shazam. I'll go 7 because the first one was actually pretty good. So
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
I actually haven't seen the trailer yet, so I don't know. Black Adam, I just don't. I understand you have The Rock, and so you're gonna turn it into its own franchise. But like, Black Adam's an awesome villain. He needs to be a villain.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know.
I feel like they're gonna treat him like Deadpool. Like you're gonna love him, and he's gonna try to be good.
They're gonna try to do Venom with him, where it's just like,
oh,
he kills people, but he's a good guy. We promise. And it's just like, I know it's The Rock. Make your money, but like, come on, dude. Who cares?
And again, I love The Rock. I really do, but I also don't. I don't see The Rock in this role. Like it just doesn't feel like Rock's going to be very serious about it enough. That he's going to kind of turn into
as long as they don't put Kevin Hart in the movie, I think he can do it. My thing is just like he's just going to go be The Rock. So
true.
And that makes a lot of money, but it's just like I'd rather just see Black Adam. Like we talked about today, Sandman trailer came out. I'm gonna go 9 on this one.
An 8. I never watched the trailer, just so comic, and 8. I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I know here we're getting to the heavy Marvel stuff. I don't understand. People were like freaking out. They're like, they announced all this stuff. I'm like, half of that's already been announced. So
yeah, a lot of it was
already announced.
It just officially got put on a timetable.
Yeah, they finally like put the
like
date,
in the phases,
the release dates and stuff like that. So we already knew this was coming, but Black Panther trailer.
Oh, dude,
I went from
I'm a 10 on that.
10 on that, and I was at like a 4. Like I was like, I wish they would recast T'Challa. As much as I love Chadwick Boseman, I feel like that's too important of a character to not have in the universe. But after this trailer, I was like, fuck it, let them do whatever they want.
We're gonna give Chadwick Boseman
his moment,
a funeral in the movie, a royal funeral.
Yeah,
you get Namor physically gets to show up and apparently going to have a little turf war.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, Namor is the first mutant.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and a mutant, which means the X-Men and the rest of the fucking mutants can start to have their shit. And we're going to get introduced to Ironheart.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
I always thought Ironheart was was his Iron Man's daughter. I didn't know she was Wakandan. I didn't realize.
I think she's American. She just went. I think the way someone said the way they probably going to pitch it in this one is like, remember at the end of Iron Man or Black Panther, the movie, they go over to Oakland, which is where Killmonger grew up, and they said, all right, we have to start.
We have our science center, and
we're going to help rebuild and stuff. So I think that's a good way to like get her over to Wakanda. I don't know who's going to be in the suit.
I don't think
after that.
No, they did show somebody. Somebody was in the suit.
Honestly, after the trailer, I hope it's the mom because she's giving that speech. Was like, I've lost everybody. I've lost my entire family. I imagine it's just someone.
She is the ruler.
She's queen, so
that is by right her role.
Yeah. So, 10 on that.
Oh, 10.
I know we're both about to go 10 on this. Daredevil Born Again
10.
Netflix series.
A little worried that there's going to be 18 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know if they can
We're-
hold all 18.
We're going back
do
to
good on all 18.
like a TV series.
Yeah, I mean,
And 18 episodes, there's got to be fillers.
Yeah.
There has to be.
yeah. Hopefully they're fun though. Hopefully that means they're also maybe they're putting in the entire Netflix universe and just calling it Daredevil Born Again. Maybe we can get Luke Cage in there.
Because Born Again
Maybe
sounds like a lot of stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, maybe we can get Jessica Jones. Also,
You're going to have...
Echo's
if
probably
they-
going to show up. They've
Punisher.
Punisher could possibly show up.
If you're going to do something called Born Again and you're bringing him
Yeah.
back,
Well, that's also
you've got to...
that's also one of his popular storylines.
It is,
So-
but at the same time, I think you're going to have to introduce... If it's not the same actors, I think you have to introduce...
Yeah. Maybe we're gonna get a whole bunch of the street level characters that can fill up 18 episodes.
Yeah.
But 10 on that. This was newly announced. Captain America: New World Order is gonna be a movie.
It's a movie. I thought they were going to do a series.
No movie.
I kind of... Again, I'm kind of going back on what I said a few weeks ago. I don't know if I wanted it to be a series at this point now.
Not if it's only gonna be a short 6 episode, 30, 40 minutes, because then it's like, well, yeah, that was just basically an entire movie.
Right.
But
if they did something like Loki, where it's a whole hour an
Yeah.
episode and
I'm gonna go 8 on that.
7,
If they reference the wrestling faction, the New World Order, NWO, I'll go up to a 10. Fantastic Four will be the first movie of Phase 6. I guess we technically already know it's coming, but now it's just outright saying
it
it.
was announced that this will not be an origin story. We will
Okay.
already know the Fantastic Four.
Okay, well, then that might just knock it down. I don't know.
Oh, you
go
wanted
7.
another Fantastic Four origin story?
I'd like a correct one.
Correct one.
Yeah.
I think I actually am going to give it. I'm going to go with a 6 just because no one's done a Fantastic Four good yet, except for Incredibles.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're not going to try to redo the origin story.
Yeah.
Just bring the crew, just bring them in as an established entity, I think will actually work. Didn't somebody already
think they're
reference
gonna
the
show
Fantastic Four?
Doctor Strange.
There we go.
He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
literally in it, and then when they
Sorry,
say Mr. Fantastic, he's like, "Didn't y'all chart in like the '60s?" And
Yeah,
it's like,
there we go.
so it's happened before, but I just thought about this. Quantum Mania. That'd be super easy to tie the negative zone into.
Yep.
Yeah.
They come out of the negative zone,
Yeah.
and it's 50 years into the future.
Yeah.
60, whatever. Yeah, oh God, 60 or 60 years ago.
Avenger. Then they announced the last 2 movies of Phase 6 will come out in the same year.
So
Avengers.
so it's going to be like Endgame and Infinity. No, there was a...
Year in between.
Yeah.
Avengers Kong Dynasty. So I guess we're gonna get a lot more Kong. Kang. Who, even though they haven't referenced him at all, even though this entire Phase 4 has been about multiverses and alternate timelines, and for some reason Doctor Strange didn't reference him, and
only been referenced in Loki.
Spider-Man didn't reference him, and whatever.
Loki is the only one that referenced it.
But yeah, obviously it's an Avengers movie. I think this one was already, they've already casted or got the director. It's going to be the director of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
outside of Spider-Man, that was the best Phase 4 movie, so sure.
Yeah.
Oh
God, that's sad. That's
go
sad
7.
That was outside of Spider-Man that Shang-Chi was the...
Yeah.
I enjoyed Shang-Chi. I loved it, but
That was
that's
good.
not good that Phase 4 had Spider-Man lead it off and Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
When you had Doctor Strange and all the others.
Then that same year, Avengers Secret Wars.
Okay,
and the
so
Russo brothers have said many times if they were ever going to come back to another Avengers
they do
movie,
Secret
it'd
Wars.
be Secret
Now,
Wars.
so you're telling me we're going to have Kang, an Avengers level movie, and then jump to Secret War
In the same year.
in the same year.
We know what's
Like
going to
6,
happen.
7 months apart.
I just thought about this. But what if at the end of Avengers Kang Dynasty, they defeat Kang,
But split the world.
No. Someone in Secret Wars, basically what happens after Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is when
you
the
and
aliens.
I read a Secret War
No, that is going to
that
be it.
we
They are
will
going to split the war.
we
we're
will
not gonna
never
read.
do on this podcast.
That's the thing.
But
Like I
there
thought,
was
Secret
another
Invasion
Secret
is
War.
when the
There-
Skrulls invade.
That was also called Secret War.
Yeah.
So that's when the Skrulls, and they've been introducing the Skrulls for 3 years now,
Yeah.
and nothing's happening with them.
I think you're right. It's going to be the one where worlds collide because Kang's going to split them into multiple.
Which is because
Yeah.
this new phase that they're in is called the
It's basically all the multiverse.
It's the multiverse
stuff.
It's saga.
So now I'm a little less excited because I was like, if it's the part with Skrull, because there is a Secret Invasion Disney Plus show coming out.
Oh,
I was
there
like,
is? Okay.
yeah, that was announced like 3 years ago.
That's right.
So
maybe that's where
that's
they're
coming
gonna
out
do
like
the Kang,
that's coming out like next
not
year.
Kang, the Skrulls
Yeah.
stuff.
But that's coming out like next year. But I was like, what if the Skrulls red weddinged the Avengers at the end of Kang Dynasty, and then we had Secret Invasion in the next movie?
That would be pretty cool.
They wouldn't have the balls to
Now,
do it.
I think we're missing a movie on there, the Ant-Man and the Wasp's third movie.
No, we already
Ant-Man's
knew that
third
was
movie.
coming out.
We did?
That's literally coming out. That's like the next one.
Oh, that is. That's it. They're doing Black Panther
Quantumania.
and Quantumania.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did. Okay. Did they
Yeah.
release the trailer? No.
They showed a trailer in the Hall H. They did not
But
release
they
one to
didn't
the
release
public.
it. But they did release a poster.
Yeah.
And that poster had Kang in the corner.
Yeah.
Of it. So we're apparently going to get him in that?
Yeah.
I just
It's about time.
I
don't
just don't see Kang being the. Again, I don't know much
Big
about
bad.
him, but for him to be the next big bad, is that really where they want to go with this?
I think a lot of people were hoping for Galactus or Doctor Doom, but I think you have to wait for the Fantastic Four for those.
You gotta have Fantastic.
And then
Four.
outside of Galactus, who else is there?
Good point. Then you just have
So-
Secret Wars,
Why not Kang?
X-Men versus Avengers, but you have to establish the X-Men first.
I don't know.
So another thing,
I like that actor
we
though,
are
so
now-
I'm not.
I
hating
do
on it.
now. All right, are they gonna do the Loki version where all his different things, he's gonna be different people? Or are they gonna do the lame cop out that Doctor Strange did and go, oh, we wanted these actors to show their breadth and their range, so we just left them and let them have
It's
it.
gonna be whatever's convenient. Let's be honest.
So it's gonna be the same actor
It's gonna
doing
be him.
everything.
Which I like that actor, so why not?
I do too. Also, something big I just realized that didn't get announced out of this. We have no new X-Men stuff coming.
We have
There's going to be
cartoon,
the
that's it.
cartoon that's being rebooted, but
Yeah.
but you're out. DC just went out to 2026. Marvel,
Yeah.
and there is not.
Well, they said the Phase 6 literally only had Fantastic Four, the two Avengers movies, and a bunch of blank dates. So
they've got to. I mean,
It
you're
could be
talking
there.
about you've had the rights to them for a year, 2 years now, and
hey, let's let them do it right.
they got to redeem themselves after Phase 4.
Yeah.
I get that you spent 10 years on the Infinity Saga.
Mhm.
No one had a clue that it would do what it did.
Yeah.
And you capitalized on it.
Yeah.
But they didn't set anything up for the next phase. It was kind of like, okay, we're going to end with Infinity War.
Technically ended with
And-
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and we're just going to kind of figure it out after that.
Mhm. Yeah.
And now I kind of feel like they're in a weird limbo of,
They either need to let us know where this is all going pretty soon, or
because I don't think people
just make solid movies.
Yeah, because I don't think people can hang on like they did for 10 years
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, you did it once, but now you got to get there quicker now.
Yeah. Like I don't. Whatever. When we read that Thor book, that's honestly my top 5 story arcs of comics.
Fucking loved it. It's great. And then the movie, still haven't seen it, just haven't heard good things from it.
Yeah. So, but that's for another time. Went a little long on this one. Next week it is Tokyo Ghost, as recommended by Davis's uncle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah.
Robert, thank you. It's going to be fun.
I mean,
Richard, God.
he recommends some good stuff. So,
Yes.
yeah, that'll be it, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.